Alright, guys. Hey, we're back with the third of the trilogy. As I said, this is a overall first video. I'm gonna make a total of 4 videos, 3 independently of the songs, along with the one video that has all 3 of them in there, which will be a longer video. They'll all be in the descriptions. Like and subscribe. Hopefully, you're enjoying yourself. The third song of this trilogy is actually called For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. Don't know how many times during, whether you're out at karaoke night or you ask somebody to play it, that many times, I've never heard of that. All of a sudden, drops the first beat. Oh, is that what that song's called? So be one of the many that know who sings it and what this song is. Buffalo Springfield, For What It's Worth. Here you go. You'll know it as soon as it drops. 1966.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
So, obviously, pretty powerful beginning. 66. I think there was a little something going on. Just had Korea, along with Vietnam going on. Well, Korea was still going on, I guess, but if I'm not mistaken. So, there's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. A lot of people were confused back then. Why we were there, what we were doing there. Gosh, I think it might have been the first time we even used helicopters in war. The way that we used it. One of the movies said that that was a new cavalry, right? I believe. Yeah. So even in that, a little confusing. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. Again, just confused. Man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. Obviously, um, troops. You know, watch some of these movies, get these young guys in there, had no idea what the heck that was going on. Man, talk about stuff that's going on now from earlier from one of the videos talking about young men. They're going through what they're going through now. A lot of mental stuff, but wow. World War II happened. So the 66, 20 years before that, you had World War II. Korea, once that happened, horrible. Yeah, Bay Pigs going on early 60s. Man, just man, what a gosh, what a generation, for sure. The stuff they had to go through, and also the ugliness of the findings of the war and whatnot. Continues to go on. It says, "I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody, look what's going down." Kind of, maybe society were children back then. Just listening, not you see a lot of days nowadays. You got a lot of these other outlets where you're not listening to the 3 channels that we used to listen to, or maybe back then maybe there was even fewer channels. When I was there, it was ABC, NBC, and Fox, if I wasn't mistaken. And everybody believed they were just telling the truth, and it's not the case. Not much different than what's going now. The only thing now is there's a lot more outlets, a lot more ways of us to research. Actually, kind of things that I think that they may fear. And when I say they, I'm talking government, media, whatever. And I'm talking both sides. Don't start on that yet. Till you get to know me a little better. Both sides. You have everybody pushing and pulling, but the information is out there. You just got to look for it. Let's keep going.
There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. I mean, in some cases, you got stuff going on right now. I mean, you got these protests going on over the border. Well, what's the border? It's a line, but it's out there. It's out there. Borders have been around forever. Whether you want to talk tribes, you want to talk Vikings, you want to talk Romans, you want to talk Americans, you want to talk Mexicans, you want to talk Spaniards, French, Canadians, Russians. Get back to the Greeks, Alexander the Great, Xerxes. I mean, come on, 300 Spartans, Trojans, yada yada yada. People have been battling for lines forever, and that's what it says. And nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Who's right? Who's wrong? I guess that's the conflict, right? It's a tough song. And it says, young people speaking their mind, getting so much resistance from behind. Got to be talking about the protest. Talking about a lot of the protests that were going on against the Vietnam War. Again, around this time. This song is known as an anti-war song for sure. However, I think there's a lot of things you could pick up from it, though. I think it's a great song. It sounds awesome. Whatever. I don't mind playing it. There's a lot of things I get out of it. Just in a lot of cases, a lot of people I disagree with on political, religion, this, that, and the other. It doesn't mean that you can't learn from them, though. And be positive. It's a positive thing, not necessarily that you're learning as like they're an enemy, but a lot of positive you get out of it. Let's keep going. Or it goes, time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Kind of the same thing. Here we go.
What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and a carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Okay, so now we're getting deep. Not as deep as the next one will be, or the next verse will be, but what a field day! Oh, I almost started singing it. Sorry. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street. There we go. If we were questioning, it's a protest. Talking about protest, it's protest for sure. Singing songs and carrying signs. Definitely protest. Mostly say hooray for our side. See, so this is kind of a personal thing that I have some issues with media, if you will. That's why I like we have a lot more media now. You hear, I don't know, I've heard a term called fake news. I don't know who came up with that or who says that or where it comes from, but it definitely can be used on both sides. This is known as an anti-war song, and I would say that it's definitely calling for the reality of protesters out there. But this part always gets me right here. Mostly say hooray for our side. Not going to get into it too much, but something for you guys to think about, because I could get into this a little bit. We hear the protests. They were spitting at our troops coming back, this, that, and the other. I've seen video of it. I'm sure that was out there. I'm sure a lot of people were doing that. It's what's going on just this weekend. There's a lot of nasty things I'm seeing. Then there's like people out there saying, oh, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on at all. I see people saying, oh, it's horrible. Then I hear people saying, hey, it's both. I'm probably saying there's a lot of both out there, to be honest with you. However, mostly say hooray for the side. So this is an anti-war song, but then yet he says mostly say hooray for our side. Meaning they are supporting our troops. They just are kind of questioning, why are we there? And should we not question? We're questioning now. You've had the Mr. Fauci's situation, the Wuhan situation. Should we not question that? how's that going to go down in history? Are these songs, or these podcasters that have come out to be true, how are they going to be looked at in the future? Are people going to talk about how they were causing people to die because they were telling people to hold on, wait, listen, see what's going on? Or there are going to be songs out here that say, well, hold on, these guys did this, these guys did this. I mean, this is what it says. You hear the protesters they just hated the troops, hated. Well, maybe they did, maybe they was out there. But you know what? Maybe they hated the war. Maybe they want to know why their brothers and sisters and their boyfriends and husbands were going out there, and what the hell was going on, and why were we doing that? I don't think it's wrong to question. I saw a shirt the other day. It says, He who has the ability to ask isn't weak." Something to that effect. And I was just like, yeah, why can't you ask? Here we go. We're going to keep going. Keep going on with this song for a long time.
Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. Then stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop now, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop.
All right. Okay, so I just let that one finish through. Paranoia strikes deep into your life, it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. I feel, once again, not looking at anything else, I feel, it's kind of like I feel what happens when people are afraid. Don't want to get into that yet. Just to the point of, there are bad things out there that happen to people, and you make a big thing about it, and then all of a sudden, we have this idea, and it's going to keep you safe as long as you guys sign this into law. I'm talking about Congress or something. And they push, and what ends up happening is some of our rights are taken away. Without, our rights are very important, and at least in America. Okay, so the amendments mean a lot to me. There's a reason for them. There's a reason why the founders. And if you guys want to go out, there's notes on what took place during, or minutes, whatever you want to say, minutes or notes that were taking place during the talk during our founding fathers. You'll find a lot of interesting things in there. There's talking there about how even when the Constitution was written, there was talk about ending slavery back then. Look it up. There's 2 states that would not go along with it, and they figured they'd deal with it later, and obviously they did. There's talk about a lot of things, but there's reason they thought a lot about this. And if I'm not mistaken, I think our Constitution is one of the longest running for a major nation like this. Other nations have been around longer, but they've either gone in and replaced their Constitution or something like that. We have not. You can look that up as well. Comment if you want to say I'm wrong. I'm not all knowing. It's stuff I've heard. So, but yeah, paranoia. You start scaring people, and well, they're only going to take this away. I'll just say it. One situation, the Patriot Act. Wow. After 9/11, some interesting restrictions were lifted by. I mean, the government's do a lot things a lot more easier, and just because Everybody was afraid. Oh, well, if we do this, we'll be able to look at. Well, yeah. Look how that's happened. Look how happy that the government's been in the last 25 years. What they've been able to do. And on both sides again. No, I'm not talking about one. On both sides. Bush was doing it. Obama was doing it. Trump's doing it. Biden's crew's doing it. Come on. Again, goes back to Richmond, North of Richmond. They know what you're doing. They want to know what you do. Want to know what you do. Well, what does it say? Sorry about that, guys. Let's go back to it. Here we go. They want to know what you think, want to know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Patriot Act did that same thing. It was based off of the fear and how they're going to take care of us. I know one politician, if I'm not mistaken, was Reagan, said the worst thing you hear is, hey, I'm the government. I'm here to help. The government, love the country, serve my country. And but I'll tell you what, it's not bad to question it. And we need more answers out there for a lot of things. So anyways, yeah, but seen many times where fear and who's pushing the fear, where rights have been taken away. Some cases good, some cases bad. I mean, good argument is let's say spousal abuse. There's an argument. In some cases, some people will argue that a lot of rights get taken away by the person that gets accused without even being on trial. A lot of rights get taken away. They can't, the person that caused the issue can't be at home. They can't go to home. And last I looked, you should be able to go to your home. However, if you're a lunatic, whether you're male or female, maybe you should stay away from your home. But shouldn't you have a fair trial? I think that's what the founding fathers wanted. Some cases you can't have a weapon. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're the abuser, until you have a trial, they take your weapon away. Does that sound right to you? Now, someone will say, well, so and so ended up having a situation where a weapon was used. Understandable. I think there's an argument on both sides, but I'm just saying. Those are the things that need to be talked about. Fear causes a lot of interesting things to happen. People make interesting choices when they're fear. So when they're on both sides. I'm talking politically right now in this case. Research the individuals that are trying to fearmonger you, for sure. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll wrap this up. You all have a good one. Like, subscribe. Hopefully you can get more of the videos. All 4 videos will be in the description below. Any comments, go right ahead. Good or bad, I don't mind. Thanks.